store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. Hello, Holly.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Mountaineers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, it's Edwards. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot.
He wants to go deep. Makes a deep grab. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. The give. Here's some daylight. There he goes. Touchdown Bears. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hands it off. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Throwing, Williams. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride of the 10. He is in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Trying to barge in. stopped short, and the gamble on the 2 to try to go on top comes up short. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Finds Zach Kreese, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, by no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Look out! Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Upstairs to make the catch. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Edwards. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Swapped immediately. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. Good. The lead is now 4 here in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it. Finds Zach Kreese, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Might as well run him again. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Caught. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. action early. Now they go back to work up 10-6. Trying the left side. Breaks into the open. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to squeak through the pile. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. On the move. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to fourth down to keep the drive going. From that spot on the field, you had to expect him to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also... Field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
To push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Edwards. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the Bears are rolling down the field. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Underwood to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Right side, it's Presley. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
defense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Williams, under pressure, complete to the right.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the tight end. Straight ahead, it's Cox.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. Play action with Williams. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's caught. It's Robinson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Big guy smells it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. First and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Here's Williams to throw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the move. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Appalachian State taking on the Ohio Bobcats. And it's the Mountaineers looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is enough.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Here's Williams. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Williams.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Williams looking for a man. Going to try to get it himself. Looking for room at the 25. Down he goes. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Play fake, Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. Out frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Hits inside. It's Edwards. Just smothered on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Underwood. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd and long right here. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Down in the end zone. There, and the defense gets the stop. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. On the move is the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That one will give them the lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He's looking to throw. Just got rid of that one.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Throwing, Underwood takes a hit as he fires. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. On the run, it's Edwards. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Quarterback keeps it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind it.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Underwood on the play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Underwood. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make.
He'll take a shot. They went for it all on 1st down, didn't. But it gave the D something to think about.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on 1st down, playing the pass, now forcing a 2nd down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on 1st down.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down from the gun, Williams. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Throwing, Williams. They're all over him. Incomplete on the 2-point try, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if they get another chance. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Hides the ball. Here he comes on the bootleg. On the move. Escapes trouble. Throws to the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give on the counter. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Out wide right, it's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll run it. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Underwood to throw. They'll run the screen. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Going long. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Baylor. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
2nd and long here. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. Want to welcome to college football for this season. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. See some running room. There's some room. Touchdown there. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Handoff to the single running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a good job by this defense. The two-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down their field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Powers inside. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The ride. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. They want to throw it. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And man, what a big 4th down stop for this squad. You needed it, man. To pull the upset, you had to do something special. You gave up some yards, but they came up big, in a big spot. You want to make an upset? You want to make something happen? You got to make plays like that, and they come through in a clutch moment.
And they'll take a knee.